I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
So we tend to break the mold. We tend to be disruptors. Everybody wants you to stay in your lane and all that stupid stuff. And as soon as I hear that, I'm out of my lane immediately.
But you should stay in your lane, don't you think?
We are in a battle with the media. Like, the majority of the media has a godless agenda.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You just don't get to 50 million with no strings attached.
You have to understand, there are different levels to selling your soul in the music industry, like signing a contract that goes totally against your morals and principles, or being an indie artist who ditches their true self just to chase fame and trends. But the craziest part is making a pact with the dark arts, giving up your soul for money and fame. That's some next level shit right there. And once you're in that deep, your whole life is at stake. Who are some of these rappers that have been suspected of selling their soul to the devil? And who are some that are standing up, fighting the power? Ice Cube. The OG rapper from NWA has recently been a huge topic of controversy in the hip-hop and celebrity world. Recently, he's been on a podcast tour, dropping his knowledge of the elites in Hollywood, calling them the gatekeepers, and mentioning some pretty crazy accusations. We know that Ice Cube isn't one to stand down from a fight. Just look back at how he went head-to-head with Dre and Eazy-E back in the day. Now he's taking on a much larger monster, the elites of Hollywood. He's been spewing out all kinds of information on them, from Jamie Foxx going down after taking a vaccination shot, them shutting down all his social media posts, to Kanye West. He exposed that Hollywood was trying to get him to take a vaccine, and when he refused, he lost a $9 million movie deal. He also related it to Jamie Foxx's recent debacle and being hospitalized after taking a vaccine.
It's like what happened to the HIPAA laws, or OSHA, one of them, I forgot, I think it's HIPAA, where you're not supposed to reveal a person's medical status. And here it is, they printing mine.
He has also explained that many of these rappers are selling their souls to the elite, following their orders to ensure they are in the media and push for success. He's been very careful to watch what he is saying, but he is definitely making his point clear. In a recent interview on The Breakfast Club, he made sure to explain there is a limit of success that you can reach before you hit one of these gatekeepers, and it's time to play by their rules. If you decide not to conform to their ways, then that is the cap on your success.
Out of the gatekeepers, are the gatekeepers worse in sports, Hollywood, or the music?
Yeah.
I think they all around. I don't think it's worse than any other I guess profession. People that try to make sure you stay in your lane. And if you look like you're getting out of your lane, sometimes they'll watch you, sometimes they'll put guardrails up.
It seems like Charlamagne the God is playing stupid and almost mocking Ice Cube, playing dumb, as he is believed to be one of these gatekeepers. Cube has recently rekindled his relationship with Kanye West. Kanye was misdiagnosed in the past and given prescriptions for high amounts of lithium. So high, in fact, he says it would have killed him. He thinks this directly relates to the people above him and the fact that they could not control him. At the pinnacle of the rap game, many prominent artists, even some of your favorite rappers, find themselves entangled in this risky business. The influence on XXXTentacion. Take XXXTentacion for instance. People say his murder was just some messed up robbery gone wrong. But if you really dig into his life, you'll see a whole different story. Some folks believe he was a sacrifice. We watched him rise in the music scene, but the higher he climbed, the deeper he fell. Like something was eating away at his soul. He even had this whole freakish transformation before he blew up. It was almost like he was losing himself bit by bit.
What exactly happened with you and XXXTentacion? Because, I'm looking, we did an article about you asking him not to summon a demon.
Don't summon no demon on me, bro. Everybody tell me you finna summon a demon. I don't believe you can.
Life can get really wild if you look deeply enough, and this whole soul-selling thing is no joke. Some of these artists have to be super careful out there in the music world. So there's this noticeable change, like pretty troubling. You gotta listen to his track called I Spoke to the Devil in Miami. He said everything would be fine. For real. Just the title alone should be enough to convince you. But the lyrics? Bite of your apple, give me all you can offer. Now I'm trapped in a changing maze, setting my soul ablaze. That's some dark shit. At the end of the song, he goes on repeating, Anima Vestra, which is like evil in my heart, soul. If you're still not buying the whole his soul isn't his anymore thing, just soak in the vibe and energy from his 2017 XXL Freshman Cypher freestyle. And if that's not enough, his buddy, Ski Master Slump Guy, dropped some solid evidence too. So, It's all right there, no doubt about it. Ski decided to keep his distance from X because he couldn't handle X's creepy and demonic ways. It was like X wanted to sacrifice himself and his family, which was just messed up. And you know what's even weirder? X tried to use his music to lure Ski back into being friends again. Perhaps, deep down, maybe Ski sensed an underlying truth. X faced a daunting choice between finding a sacrificial offering to fulfill his Illuminati contract for fame or facing dire consequences. Could it be that if Ski had relinquished his own soul, XXXTentacion would have been spared from losing his life as a substitute? Maybe, just maybe, if Ski had given him his soul, XXXTentacion might have dodged a bullet and not lost his life. 50 Cent. 50 Cent has been dishing out some jaw-dropping evidence, suggesting that big shots in the industry are part of a secret cult society that sacrifices their very own members. And who is he pointing fingers at? None other than Jay-Z, the hip-hop mogul. According to 50, Jay-Z supposedly stepped on a few fellow rappers' toes to climb the ladder of success. This revelation has thrown Jay-Z into a whirlwind of trouble.
Diana Ross was on the award panel saying, you don't have to be like this. Like, you don't have to be like they're afraid their kids gonna want to be 50 if they acknowledge the material. So they don't give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the trophies. Like, Jay got all the motherfucking trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
One with Beyonce.
Now, brace yourself for a conspiracy theory that's out of this world. The demise of the legendary rapper DMX. There are whispers that the power couple, J and B, could have had a hand in it alongside other rappers such as Big L and Biggie. 50 Cent adds fuel to the fire by accusing them of tarnishing their golden status, and even suggests that they might have cooked up a scheme to do away with DMX. Back in 2021, the music world was rocked when DMX passed away. At first, folks thought it was an overdose, but now, conspiracy theorists are busy buzzing with another tale. They say Jay-Z and Beyonce may have had a role in DMX's untimely departure. Rumor has it that they grabbed the rights to DMX's music after his passing, leading to suspicions of some financial motive at play. If this shocking rumor is legit, it's a real heartbreaker for DMX's kids who won't see a dime from his music. DMX had always suspected Jay-Z's money-hungry ways. Even Kanye West's career might have been a victim of Jay-Z's game for financial gain. These rumors have put a massive dent in the couple's reputation and got everyone questioning their true intentions. You know, most kingpin stories out there tend to end with the big shot either locked up or 6 feet under. But Jay-Z? Nah, he's on a whole different level. Some even say he's untouchable. So how did he pull that off? Well, it all comes down to his iconic symbol, the rock. It's that diamond-shaped pyramid he makes with his hands, which is also connected to that mysterious all-seeing eye of the elites. But that's not all. Ho's got his name popping up all over the place, leaving little hints and signs of his affiliation with the Gatekeeper stronghold. You can even spot this vibe in his music. Take that On to the Next One video, for example. He's got this skull thing going on, looking like some satanic Baphomet, devil's imprint and all that. And remember the apeshit video with Beyonce shot at the Louvre? There's the fallen angel scene that's like a direct nod to Lucifer, the dude who got the boot from heaven after messing with Adam and Eve, leading us all into sin.
If you look at even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17.
Seems like Jay-Z's on a mission to embrace the darker side. Some folks even claim he sold his soul on multiple levels, spiritually and on the humanitarian front. All in all, Jay-Z's rise to power and influence is quite the story, filled with mysterious symbols, music that drops hints in the shadows, and shady deals that blur the lines between doing good and making a quick buck. Who knows what secrets lie beneath it all? Katt Williams. Katt Williams has been kinda out of the spotlight in Hollywood, and it looks like he's not into playing their games or selling his soul like Tyler Perry did for fame and fortune. Nope, he's all about spilling the beans and exposing the truth, even if it's not doing him any favors. It's like, if you dare to go against the mysterious gatekeepers, you're in for some serious space punching and media hate.
So I know how much they talked about Martin Luther King, and I know what they end up doing to him. I know this same story about Jesus and a few of my uncles. So now I know that if your mouth is really, really big and you try to tell the truth for a living and you like to air people out, hatred is coming your way.
Now, here's the interesting part. While most celebs keep quiet about the elites, Katt Williams is like, screw it, they're real. He spills the beans on how they've got their fingers in the Hollywood pie, controlling people left and right, including Tyler Perry. Back in 2013, he sat down with Black Tree TV and went deep into how Hollywood elites, especially black celebs, are being controlled. One topic he touched upon was the issue of black actors being compelled to wear dresses on screen. Katt Williams has never been shy about his criticism of Tyler Perry. He's voiced his concerns about how black artists are coerced into this dress ritual.
It is possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress. And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress.
People say it's just a rumor, but Katt insists that it's real, a test of loyalty and obedience. Interestingly, Kevin Hart, who once claimed he would never cross that line to protect his brand, ended up wearing a dress too. Some might say they sold their souls for success, and Katt doesn't hold back in expressing his thoughts on this matter. Tyrese. The Fast and Furious actor and R&B artist came into the industry in the 90s. He's hit the Billboard charts claiming a spot in the top 10 for the Hot 100 chart. He later gained a ton of success for his Fast and Furious movies and has done work in the industry for a long time. He knows all too well what's going on.
The devil worshippers used to be real secretive, going down in the basement, this secret world. Now they just
they on the device too.
Yeah,
Believe that. Yeah. I do want to come back and I want to talk to you about Fast 10 as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
this is my mama right here, and I just want her to bless everybody.
Please do.
Dear God, thank you. You're everything to us. You're everything through us. Without you, we are nothing. Thank you for your love. Thank you, dear God, for your guidance. For every person that sees and hears this, do more for them. Be more through them. Thank you for all things, God. In Jesus' name.
What I was hearing
Let me
with
tell
your
you,
rhymes,
man.
with your
I
lyrics,
know why you brought Kim Burrell here.
Right.
Because you knew I was about to curse you out.
Okay, got it.
Man, there's so many curse words. There's so many curse words I wanted to release on you. But she gonna close us out in prayer as well. So I was just like, man, and continue to pray for me though, sis. Because man, I want to just dive over on you right now. I want to just dive over on you. Dive over on you right now.
Even Tyrese has spoken out against the elites and the devil running Hollywood. Recently in an interview with Big Boy, who was also a supposed gatekeeper, on Big Boy's neighborhood radio show, he talks about how he and Ice Cube have a strong bond and share similar experiences working with John Singleton. He also continues to speak how Hollywood and the music industry is going above and beyond putting these satanic images and themes in our faces. He explains how the devil is on main stages, at award shows, and on television. It's assumed he was referring to how Migos had what looked like a satanic ritual for the late rapper Takeoff. This performance was filled with the ritual circle, fire, and even what looked like a pentagram being formed with laser lights. It even started with some weird-ass demonic chant. He then states, "As much as I'm supposed to be here to promote this movie and my new album, we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil." He really seems to care about what he was trying to relate to the people, and Big Boy changed the subject immediately, getting Tyrese back on the topic of the Fast and the Furious. No matter who's speaking about this, it seems like these gatekeepers have roadblocks everywhere to control what is being said and done. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle isn't one to hold back when it comes to spilling the beans about how artists get shackled in Hollywood. When you're the guy bringing in the big bucks, Hollywood execs will have this crazy urge to control you. He even spilled the tea on that Wild Martin Lawrence incident back in '96. Martin got arrested running in the LA streets with a gun, screaming, "They're trying to kill me." The tabloids, who were obviously in on it, tried to paint him as some nutcase off his meds. Dave wasn't having any of that nonsense.
Oh, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal. And 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah.
Dave's had his own share of struggles too. He didn't sell out like those other cats, Tyler Perry and Marlon Wayans. In 2005, he ditched the Chappelle show and vanished to South Africa. Money wasn't the problem. It was the whole scene that had him bailing. The controllers were up in his face, trying to make him look crazy when he tried to break free. They even said he was on crack, but he stood his ground. Sure, Dave's had his share of stress when running the show, but the media was blowing things out of proportion. When he returned, he didn't hold back at all. He dropped names left and right, proving something seriously shady is going on in Hollywood. The weirdest part? They tried to get him in a dress too. Can you believe it? Dave said that was one line he was not willing to cross. There was a movie where he was supposed to be in a dress, and the producers had another version of the scene already written in case he refused to wear it. They knew he probably would never do it. He wasn't about to play that game. Dave's no pushover, and even Katt Williams had his back, saying he's been dealt a rough hand in this crazy industry. Kanye West. And speaking of soul-selling rappers, you can't leave out Kanye West. That guy's a prime example of what happens when you throw your morals out the window for fame. He used to be about the people, dropping music that spoke to generations, and speaking up for minorities. Remember when he straight up said on live TV, George Bush doesn't care about black people.
The black people, the
the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
That's some next level courage right there. But fame got to him, and he changed. It's a cautionary tale. Stay true to yourself, because that fame game can mess you up big time. You know, it's kinda sad, but that dude we used to call Kanye wasn't satisfied with the level of fame he had. He dissed one president he thought was racist, but then he openly supported another who's got no love for people like him. It's a shame seeing a genius like Ye get attacked as often as he does. He's publicly been exposed going through mental meltdowns and bipolar episodes that are covered everywhere from news to radio. It's weird how things seem to happen on a specific timeline for him. He's always had this back and forth relationship in Hollywood. When he's following orders, he seems to be on top of the world. But when he starts to push boundaries and put some truth out there, he's portrayed as crazy and is basically shut down on social media and criticized by everyone in Hollywood.
Is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are.
It's a dark and mysterious world in Hollywood, and it seems like it's only getting darker. We hope that more OGs of rap and other celebrities will start to unify and expose the industry. But this will probably not happen as the elites have a stronghold on what is released to the public. Let us know what you think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more in the best in hip-hop. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed.